All my staff stole from me, millions. They were stealing like between 2 million and 2.5 million a month. This woman used to come and cry with me. There's a time things were so bad, I hadn't even paid my rent. Now, when you get a demand letter from the landlord, I'm like, you know what? What's happening? Like in the business, you're the supervisor. She cries with me and she says, Rose, imagine your God will provide for you. At that time, she's pocketed 200,000 shillings. So he knows me. He knows this person is living with me.
This is your sleeping with this person in the same bed.
So he would call and be like, ebu check mpesa yake kona pesa ngapi. She would be like, akona ngiriso mbili leo kwa mpesa, mpige mpaka atoe yote. Lynn nenda naundwa. Naundwa Lynn mpaka natoa do. Lynn, I built a house for a brother. Mamangu alikufa kama sijai mjengea nyumba. Why did you stay? You stay because of your children, Lynn. Let me tell you. When a man comes to you, anakushikia kisu, anakuambia you try to leave me, huyu mtoto mwenye unapenda I'll slit his throat. This is why women stay. I had my mom and my auntie talking, saying, huyu tunaonanga sistake na boyfriends, mbona hatumuoni na mwanaume? So they kept saying it and being very spiteful. And I remember my auntie asking, ama wewe ni wale wenye wanapendanga wanawake? The same week, the first person who hit on me, nikaingiana. Biggest mistake of my life. It messed me up.
What are these loopholes that allowed people to take advantage of you? Where did you go wrong?
I had some major loopholes, Lynn. Number one, the biggest one was trust. Trusting people too much. Saying, huyu ni mtu wangu, I've had her for 6 years. No. Do not trust. Let everyone around you be a red flag. Kila mtu.
Very good morning to you and a warm welcome to LNS Rebuilding Series. My name is Lynn Ngugi. You know, sometimes we talk about rebuilding and restoration on this show, but my guest is doing exactly that. Not only have I received a couple of emails, a couple of comments from you people asking me to host her, but trust you me when I tell you there is a lot of gatekeeping that happens in our country. But what this woman has done is make sure that she lets people understand that the cake is big enough for everybody. I'm always fascinated by her backstory. When I look at her and know where she's come from, oh my goodness, and the way she speaks with so much power. Like you would expect her to be apologetic because a lot of things have happened or are happening in her life. But ka kuna mtu anakuanga na msimamo, it's this woman. I love her and I've waited so long to get to have a conversation with her. Sorry, but I always believe that in his own time, he makes things beautiful. So I'm about to let her, introduce herself and inspire you with her story. But before I do that, I have to say thank you so much to our amazing partners at Tap Tap Send. Now you know them. If you are watching this from diaspora and you want to send money back home to your loved ones, why don't you try them? And they come with amazing rates. And by using my promo link, you are able to get 10% cash back on your first transaction. And also to say thank you so much, guys, for being incredible supporters of our work. I look at our platform and the number of people we've been able to impact, and I don't take it for granted. To be honest, I think I underplayed this platform. I never thought we would get to 800k subscribers this quick, but you guys are doing it. So asanteni sana. Keep watching, keep sharing our work, and of course to say thank you so much to our amazing team that puts this work together. Shukran sana. I don't take you guys for granted. You get to see me in front of the camera, but it takes an entire community. So everyone at LNN, thank you for making this work. And of course to our amazing producer Edwin for putting this episode together. Shukran. And now without further ado, please allow me to let my guest today introduce herself. Good morning.
Hi, Lynn.
You are so sunshine.
Thank you.
Wewe ni sunshine. Wewe ni sunshine. Yani wewe ni jua. Yani hi Rose. How are you?
Hi, my dear.
Hata nimekutaja. Hebu introduce yourself.
My name is Rose Ntongondu. I'm a mother, an entrepreneur, kick businesswoman. I don't play.
Damn right.
Yeah, I don't play.
Yes.
So I've been through so many things, but first things, I'm a mother.
Yeah.
I'm a mother of 2 children, and I love my job as an entrepreneur and what my job does. And we say we are makeup with a difference, beauty with a difference. It's not all about beauty. For me, I use my business to empower women and to show women it can be done. Yeah, so that's what I'm all about.
Yes, you know, sometimes when I look at you, there's always that scene that comes, you know, Viola Davis in How to Get Away, How to Get Away with Murder. Yeah. And there's always this scene that stood out for me. You know, she was looking so beautiful and people did not even know why she was putting the makeup. But underneath it, she was going through so many things, you know. Yeah. So we get to see a scene where she's removing makeup one by one, one by one. And sometimes I have to say, I've appeared on this show, well, totally broken, but it's like a little foundation, I always say my red lipstick is my, you know, I could easily be having such a bad day, but I put on my red lipstick. You can never go wrong. I never go wrong, you know. So is that why you do it? Is that why you do it, you know, to help people push?
For me, the makeup is just to spruce up a little bit of the way I feel. I keep saying makeup should not change who you are, but enhance. So for me, it enhances how I feel as a person. I go through a lot, especially being a mother and entrepreneur and the things that I've been through. Yes. So at the end of the day, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I'm not my problems. And I don't want my problems to show. So because your eyes can easily show on your face, your problems can easily show on your face. So for me, when I do makeup, it's just to tell myself, you're a kick businesswoman, you're beautiful, you can do this. Every morning. That's what I tell myself. Yes. Yes, and because I know what's in my plate. I know the amount of issues that I have, the amount of things I have to tackle every day, and it's a lot, Lynn. So for me, when I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror, I know, you know what? You can do this today. You can do this. You got this. Yeah. When I put on the makeup, I feel good. I feel more confident, and it just pushes me a little further. Yeah. So for me, makeup is not only about brushes and lipsticks and all that. It's about enhancing how I feel. Good. Yes. When you do it now to other people, especially because I've had my makeup done. Oh my God, it was like 2 hours. I was like, guy, Jesus. And there's always conversations in between. Yes. Do people leave that place a bit free because you've had a conversation? Yes. And what are some of the things that you are proud to have helped your client, you know, maneuver? Oh my gosh, let me tell you, Lynn. Like when I started my business earlier on, it was just for me to make women feel good about themselves. Makeup by Rose, especially because we don't only do makeup, we do services as well, skincare services. I've realized most women do beauty services as a therapy. They're running away from something. It's either they want to get through something. So for me, whenever a client comes to me, I start the conversation because maybe this woman is going through stuff and has no one to talk about. So I open the conversation, like, how was your day? And then a woman will start crying. Oh, I was beaten up last night. The amount of stuff that I have even on my WhatsApp, clients becoming like, I'm like, why are they coming to me? And then I realize it's something they've seen in me. So for me, even the way I've taught my staff, every client who comes to Makeup by Rose, it doesn't matter what you're getting, make sure they leave feeling better than they came. If a woman comes, again, I teach my staff, read like their faces. If she looks like she's distressed, talk to her, whisper, like, are you okay? And then whenever you ask a woman, are you okay? She breaks down, even if you're doing their makeup. So you take the time. So we normally take like 5 minutes with each client for a consultation. Usually they open up. So Makeup by Rose, for me, the goal is for it to be like a therapeutic beauty place. Not only about us making money and doing that. For every woman who comes to me, sometimes you feel like you can feel the spirit of us. You can know this person, even if they've not saying anything. I just want the clients to leave feeling better and knowing that Rose actually understands me. Because most of the issues that people have gone through, not all of them, I have gone through as a woman, as an ex-wife, you know? And sometimes, like, if I just do your makeup and let you go, if I just give you a facial and let you go, and then you leave feeling down, I've not done my job. So that's why I say beauty with a difference. So for me, I just want it to kind of like, when a woman comes to me, even for the massage, and let her leave feeling fantastic, let her leave her problems and Makeup by Rose. For me, my business makes more sense like that.
Good. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, the series of the conversation we are having is dubbed rebuilding or restoration. We moved last year, we were doing rebuilding. So now we are doing rebuilding stroke restoration. Our audience could not, you know, everyone was like rebuilding, restoration. What exactly are you doing right now in your life?
My life, my business, and my home. So right now, because of a traumatic event that I went through, that I've been going through, my kids, it hit my kids in a very bad way. Now my kids are, my son is turning 10, my daughter is turning 8. And my kids are very smart, but they saw everything. So for me, it's, especially my son, this happened when my son was 7. My son is very vocal. He will say how he feels. He gets really emotional. So for me, it's to get my kids to a point where they know, like, what happened is not their fault, you know? And the pain they went through, because they're going through therapy. So I make sure I talk to my kids. So for me, my biggest goal is to make sure my kids are okay mentally. And I'm a very busy businesswoman, but I make time for my children. Not as much as I would like to, because I'm the only provider. But for me, I want my kids to know, mommy goes to work to take care of us. She's doing this for us. Now, business-wise, I have learned so much because you know what I went through, the theft, like all my stuff stole from me, millions. They were stealing like between 2 million and 2.5 million a month. I was losing, the least amount of money I lost in 2023 was in October when I lost 1.2 million. Every other month was between 2 million and 2.5. You can imagine how much money that is. When I found out about this, like the third day, I had to get on a drip because I could not move. I could not function. You know, that money, I could have done so much with it. And this is people that I have taken care of. I mean, I loved my stuff. I took them on vacations, 5 days paid vacations with all you can eat. I would take care of their mothers, their fathers, take care of their medical bills. Nasikati kwa mshahara. That's the kind of person that I am. So when you're so loyal to people and then that happens to you, it hits different. So for me, the money, I can make more because I'm very good at making money. Actually, the most painful part was the betrayal. It's like your sister betraying you. It's like kudungwa visu mingi. It's so painful. It's physically painful. So for me, I have been able to get out of that. Getting out of that took me like a month. Getting out of the pain and the regret, like, why didn't I see this, blaming myself and stuff like that. So in terms of my business, it's putting systems in place to make sure that this never happens again. And then also, me as a person, as a boss, not being too nice, it doesn't help.
Oh, say that again.
It doesn't help. Trust me, being nice will
land you in a mess.
It landed me in a mess. You can imagine, like the amount of rent that I pay. I moved from that floor, went to a space that's 2,000 square feet, paying a lot of money per month, paying salaries, never failing to pay salaries. And then people that you've trusted, like the girl who was my supervisor, I trusted her with my life. My life. Someone who would show up to my house and stuff like that, someone who had access to my children. This is the person who was planning the heist. Like today she's sick. So today all the money that comes in, we are taking, we just give her 10K. You go from making like 300,000 a day, in your account, unapata that day you've made 2.5. Like, what the hell is happening? And then for me at that time, you don't understand. Like, people keep telling me, Rose, how could you not know this was happening? I don't want to talk a lot, but I was so sick from the trauma that I went through. My nerves stopped working. Nerves zikiacha kufanya kazi ama zikiacha kusumbua, my friend, it is hell on earth. The kind of medication that the doctor gives you goes to your brain. When it goes to your brain, you can ask my PA. She's been there when I was taking medication. As in, I'm out. Tuko hapo na yeye, like sometimes we work in my house. Tuko hapo na yeye, I cannot raise my head. So I cannot even hold my phone, because I hold my phone, my nerves zinaanza kuuma, zinauma hapa mpaka hapa. They knew what I was going through. So sometimes people take advantage of your situation. So watch the people around you. So right now, I'm becoming a boss. I am not messing around with anyone. You take 100 bob from me, I won't even warn you. Utatoka hapo na pingu. It doesn't matter how much I love you. Because for me, what I do is I love my stuff. When I believe I was employed twice. One of the best people that I've ever met is Susie Wakabi.
Yes, I love that one.
And I manifested Susie for 3 years. saying, God, I need to learn from this woman. I love her. I love what she does. The first job before Susie Wakabi, my boss treated me like that. Humiliating me in front of clients and stuff like that. Now, the way I felt, I swore to myself and to God to never ever treat anyone, to never ever make anyone feel the way I felt. So for me, as a boss at MakeUp by Rose, that's why I treated my staff. Oh, taking them to movie nights, buy them stuff, champagne. I don't even drink, I buy them champagne. You know, go pop champagne. I took them to Diani. Oh, they got drunk and what, as long as me, let me sleep, you enjoy. I've paid for everything. When I took them to the vacation, the last vacation I took them, I spent a little bit over half an M. You know, but it didn't matter to me. These are my people, watu wangu, you know. Because for me, if I think you're taking care of my business, I take care of you and whoever is around you. I take care of. I went as far as taking care of even their families. My treatment with my last boss. Have you ever been treated so bad you actually questioned yourself? Like, are you valuable? I actually used to look at myself in the mirror and think I'm ugly. Because when you see someone every day and all they do is put you down. And for me as an employee, I was a very good employee. Me, when you give me a job, trust me, I will do it in a way you'll never let me go. So when I left that boss, later I came and found Susie Wakabi. We worked together. Now the deal with me and Susie Wakabi. So started off as my boss, became one of my best friends.
Oh.
And Susie Wakabi taught me one thing. You do not have to be a bad boss for you to actually do your business. The way that woman treated me. And I was like, one day when I'm a boss, this is how I'm going to treat my people. So when I started MakeUp by Rose, I started with one person, my PA, and then ended up having like 15 people in my team. And they were all women. Now, I used to look at them and think, these women, they all come from different backgrounds. So I would find out like, how is your life? Do you have children? And then someone would come and tell me, I've not eaten and stuff like that. I'll give them money. You know, I'm like, if you're working for me, I want you to come in happy. And then there's one thing that I tell my staff, like, when you get to MakeUp by Rose, when you pass the door, let the mood change. So I made it into a family setting. We love each other, we take care of each other, no disrespect and all that. They took a major advantage of that, my friend. I had no idea the things that were happening. You can imagine, employees get to a point where they tell your clients, akona loan, niekea pesa kwa simu yangu, akona loan ya KCB ukimtumia. Clients would send them money. 60,000, 50,000, 30,000. Some, like I just found out, wengine walikuwa wanaletewa 70-inch TVs hapo, wakati siko, apeleke home jioni, purchasing, making big, you know, living the life.
Delivery ni kwako.
The supervisor moved into a mansion and moved the kid to a private school. Sasa she wants to live the way Rose lives. I had no idea. This is the same person. This is one thing that I've realized.
Yes.
Aki usiwahi ona mtu analia na wewe. Aki Lynn, oh my goodness. Usiwahi ona mtu analia na wewe. You know?
Sorry, Rose.
This woman used to come and cry with me. You know? God, I didn't want to break down.
It's all right.
This girl used to come and hug me and cry with me when I'm crying. You know? Like I would tell her what I'm going through. There's a time things were so bad. I hadn't even paid my rent. Now, when you get a demand letter from the landlord, I'm like, you know what? What's happening? Like in the business, you're the supervisor. She cries with me and she says, Rose, imagine your God will provide for you. At that time, she's pocketed 200,000 shillings. And I've come to realize, like these days, even if you cry with me, I will never trust. It messed me up, you know? And I started looking around me and asking myself, who are these people that were around me? You know? People that were telling new clients, she's moved. Rose closed down and clients will not come. Same people poisoning all my students. You know? Going and duplicating my receipt books and my stamp. Same people calling me and being like, Rose, kama usikii vizuri leo, don't come to work. We have your back. What broke me is a betrayal part. Not the money. The money I can make. I'm very good at making money every day. I can still make the money, even more. But thinking about someone coming from the back there, like the assistant supervisor when I had a bad day, hugging me tight from the back, giving me a kiss over here, ni kama Judas. People are evil, Lynn. Kuna mashetani hapa nje. So these days I don't play. I do not play. Let me tell you this. And I don't talk about my finances and stuff like that. When these girls, when I found out about the heist, they were pocketing a lot of money. When I fired them, remember it got to a point where like my PA were in the house and an MP Rose. Leo tume make 2.5. How? Jana we made 100K. How did we make 2.5 today? I fired them. Now, what I did is I surprised them because some of them collapsed. Because hawakuwa wamejipanga. You know, they didn't know I was going to fire them. So you can imagine I'm going from making 2.5 because of the heist. When I fired them, the 10 days after I fired them, I made 1.9 million.
In a day?
In 10 days.
In 10 days.
Hiyo pesa ilitoka wapi? 10 days immediately after I fired. My accountant calls me, is like, Rose. So we did the summary and everything. She's like, Rose, sit down. Because what you've been losing, you will not believe. Now you can imagine, this is the thing for me. If I had treated my staff vibaya, someone would have said, hiyo ndio sababu wamemwibia. These are people that I'm paying their mothers' hospital bills. Doing some things for them that I never did for my late mother. You know, that money was for my children. I work hard. I don't sleep. You know, sometimes I feel like, sometimes I ask, am I a bad mother? I don't spend that. But everything I'm doing is for my children. Because Lynn, where I've come from far. From sleeping hungry. You know, selling choma sausages kwa barabara na popcorn. Trying to make a living.
Onions.
You know, I have never, not even once, sold my integrity for money. I work hard. I wake up early, sometimes wake up at 3 a.m. I come home late. I rush to make sure my kids don't go to bed before I come. Now, all the money that I was making was going into these women's pockets. Women that I pay, take care of them and their families. That is painfully. Even not the money, leave alone the money. You know, we say once you lose the money, you never get it back. But every day I'm living. As long as I'm alive, I'm able to make money. And I'm very good at that. I keep repeating that. I am a woman. I am alone. I have no one to assist me financially. So when I looked at it and I was like, that hug, that kiss, that someone crying with me.
That text message.
You know. And then I come and find out that this person has been stealing from me everything. And they're not even that. Sabotage. You know, the things they were telling clients. You know, it's one thing to steal and another thing to try to ruin me. You know? Oh, akona loan. Oh, alifunga. Oh, huyu achana na yeye. Huyu alibia bwana yake. Hata bwana yake amemdivorce. Coming up with stories. You know? Now, the worst thing that I've realized as an employer, never let your employees know exactly what you're going through. They use that. Wanatumia hiyo to the max. Wakijua Lynn leo amekuja na amepigwa. My friend, that to you look quick. So they're going to use that. Watakutumia Lynn. Na huyu ni mtu mwenye atakuja anakuletea maji. Do you need anything, Rose? Just go home. We've got you. We are here. Use us. Why have you employed so many people? Lynn, nimeona shetani na macho. I have seen the devil. I could not believe. You know, like I told you, this heist did not start in 2023. I never spoke about this. I will not mention names. This heist started with an ex-partner of mine and an ex-PA. That ex-PA, I call her Jezebel. Shetani. And I'm sorry for using those words, but let me tell you, the devil doesn't come with a tail and horns. Watch the people around you. Watch. I'm telling you, when I was moving from that floor, Old Mutual, to 4th floor, so the space became really small. At that time, I'm heavily medicated. You can imagine I'm walking now na watu wakikuwa wawili because of the medication, but I still need to make money. You understand? She's here, that PA at that time, right now I have a very good PA that I love. That PA at that time knew, ananibebea handbag na simu. She has my phone because I could barely even see. So kumbe alikuwa shaona my M-Pesa pin. Lynn, for a whole year, she was sending her cousin 20,000 shillings for my M-Pesa mpaka akajengea mamake nyumba. That's money that I work my ass off for. Now, I had no idea this girl walikuwa wameshikana na my ex-partner. So, he knows me. He knows this person is living with me.
This is your sleeping with this person in the same bed.
So he would call and be like, ebu check M-Pesa yake ikona pesa ngapi? She would be like, akona ngiriso 2 leo kwa M-Pesa, mpige mpaka atoe yote. Lynn, nenda naundwa. Naundwa Lynn mpaka natoa do. Naundwa Lynn mpaka natoa do. Nashikwa hapa. Twende ATM. My family needs money. My brother needs a house. Lynn, I built a house for a brother. Mamangu alikufa kama sijai mjengea nyumba. My mother died. When I think about it, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Why didn't I just run at that time? Unaimagine unajengea brother ya mtu nyumba, mamako amekufa kama hujamjengea nyumba. By force. Make by Rose iko na pesa. Toa pesa. Lynn, natoa. I did not drive my car. I bought a car, my second car. I was taking an Uber every day for 4 years when someone is driving my car. Na akona audacity ya kunipigia ananiambia nitumie pesa ya fuel, gari imeisha fuel. Na hiyo gari inabeba malaya. I was feeding women with my money. Napigiwa simu. Cameras had been installed at MakeUp by Rose that I did not know about. Leo umefanya powder brows 4. Powder brows moja ni 30k. Leo nataka 100k ukifika home. Unatoa Lynn. The stuff I've been through, like some of it I can talk about it. I cannot talk about it on social media, Lynn, because people will not believe it. And people are like, how are you standing? I'm standing because of my children. I have 2 small, very smart children. I had to move houses 3 times for my safety. 3 times. You can imagine moving your children from school to school. It takes a toll on your kids. So for me as a mother, that was my first goal. Like, I need to go to a place where my children are safe. I look at my daughter's eyes. I'm like, I do not want my daughter to get into a relationship. Mali anapigwa. Unaona? Mali, she is mentally abused to the point where she questions her own sanity. Gaslighting. Uko hapo unasimama, you're getting ready for work, anakuuliza ukijiangalia hivyo unajionanga ukikuwa mrembo. Social media inakudanganya. Ukipigwa unaambiwa hii uso ya Facebook ndio tunaharibu leo. Hii uso ya Instagram unashinda ukipostia watu ndio tunaharibu leo. Lynn, I would live, go to work, show up, smile. To my everything. Never, my kids have only seen me cry once. Because why? Because I'm their strength. When I get to work and I look like a weakling, what are people going to do? Huyu anashinanga tu analialia hapa. I've never, you know? So for me, as an entrepreneur, is to rebuild my business. And I have built an empire, Lynn. I have built an empire. And I look at it and I'm like, there's a time I thought I was going to die. It got to a point where my doctor was like, Rose, you're losing your life. I almost got a stroke. Once. And my doctor comes to my house, he's like, Rose, sikupati dawa tena. You have to get out of this for your children. Lynn, I fought. You don't understand. When a woman is going through these things, especially being a mother, and I looked at my children, my son asking me, Mommy, are you dying? You know? And I was like, if I was to die today, watoto wangu wataenda wapi? Everything I do is for them. So right now as a person, like my PA keeps telling me, Rose, your health. I am fighting to get back my health. And for some reason, when I went through this heist, God healed me. Like, the one thing I kept asking God, I'm not even asking for money. I'm asking you to give me my strength, dear God. This is the only way I'm going to get out of this. Because it was heavy, Lynn. It was heavy. When I think about what I've been through for the past 3 years alone, I don't even know how I'm still standing. You can imagine almost everyone around you plotting against you. My ex-PA was promised to malize uchukue MakeUp by Rose. When I saw and I came across the screenshots, because kuna watu wenye ukuja wanauza wengine. When I saw like the WhatsApp screenshots, Lynn, I had to get therapy. I had to go through therapy for a whole year for me to come to terms with it. Because I could not understand. I have never treated these people bad. I give. For me, I give. Because I know hata kama ni pesa, kesho ndapata. You know? But one thing I want people to know, if you're going through this, you can come out of it. Like when you see me cry, it's just going back to that like mindset. It's painful. It's painful, but you do come out of it.
You have to come.
You have to come out of it, especially when you have children. When you have children, Lynn, when I look at my children are small. They still need me. They need the mommy to be energized. I am their mom and their father. I'm all they know, you know? So when my children see me now and a mom is going down, it takes a toll on them. My son is still going through therapy right now as we speak, you know? He needs someone to talk to for him to say, like, open up and what he saw. You know, he's still afraid. 3 years later, my son is still afraid that someone is going to come and kill mommy. Mommy atanyongwa tena. Coming out of that, it takes the grace of God and a very strong mindset. So for me right now, the one thing I kicked out of my life is fear. I am not afraid of anything, of anyone. Hakuna kitu watu wajajaribu, Lynn. People have tried setting me up na wakora. Because of MakeUp by Rose. I mean, I have built my business from scratch. Lynn, nimetoka huku chini. Nimeuza vitunguu korogosho. Every day with a leso. You know, selling onions for my mom in korogosho mchana after I get home napatiwa so tano. I was still a makeup artist. You know? Nikiuza popcorn kwa barabara nafukuzana na kanjo. I was still a makeup artist. But you know, sometimes it gets to a point where business doesn't make as much money. But then instead of me crawling, you know, into a shell and saying, oh, my life is miserable. No, you have to come up with solutions very fast. And this is why I feel so sad when women sell themselves. There are other ways of making money. There are other ways of making money without you selling your integrity. You know, uza vitungu, usisikie aibu ya kutandika vitu chini. Hakuna kitu sijafanya. Nimetandika chini mtindoa. Hapo karibu na Buru, nimetandika vitungu, nimeshikwa na kanjo. How many times? Still, I was a makeup artist. But then you have to find a way. As a woman, you have to find a way. Especially, I keep insisting, if you have children, you cannot afford to crawl back and be like, I am done. No. There are so many opportunities out there. And people think women are weak. I see how women are, like on social media, troll me. Do I care? Do you know how I sleep? Do you know how I eat my food? Me, I do not care. If you want to troll me. But for me, I will speak my truth. This is why I keep saying, beware of who's around you. Lynn, your sister will put a knife on your back. You'll spend a lifetime trying to pull it out. It's the people around you, people close to you, that will try to mess you up. Me, I've seen it. I've seen the devil. Mali nimetoka Lynn. Grace of God. I cannot even explain to you. Yeah.
I love that. Oh God. You know, for someone who, when I started this conversation, I said, what you have not been is a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
You have trained so many people.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still that way, but there was a time where Makeup by Rose would train over 100 people in a month.
We still do. Even more. Now we do even more.
How many do you have right now?
Right now we train in a month. We train more than 300 people.
300 people.
All over the world.
I love that. You are the same person who, and this hurt my soul, because when sometimes people say, Lynn, why don't you do Tales of Wanjiku? You know, sometimes people don't see behind the cameras. There are stories you will do of people, and then after you do those stories, they change.
Yeah.
They don't even pick up your call.
Yeah.
They come and share the, you know, what they've, and I always say, that's the part I will never complain about. God led me there for a reason. But you even took someone I had hosted years ago, and you trained them. And to see them on that list broke my heart.
I
completely. For someone who has given, especially women, you know, you've given them that space, hope,
the platform,
and then they go and do this to you. That must honestly hurt. It must hurt, you know.
It's painful.
It's painful.
It's painful because you feel like a fool.
Yeah.
You feel stupid.
Fala.
Najiona fala mbaya
Fala
sana. It's not even a joke.
You know?
You think like, why didn't I see the
na
red
kuna
flags?
kutumbea kaa kujiona fala, unaanzanga kujiuliza, wait a minute, but and something, and then there's this thing, and something was telling me, and like a voice was telling me, and I knew I shouldn't have trust, but you keep trusting these people anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like having come from a background where you lack, you don't know what to eat, you are sleeping hungry, automatically you want another person not to go through that thing.
No. And for me right now, my priority is to shield women. Men keep saying, like I've been attacked on social media a couple of times, nikiambiwa, you're not talking about the boy child. I have nothing against men. There are some very good men out there. I have friends who are in very good relationships and stuff like that. When I talk about women only, it's because I'm a woman. So for me, I feel like my platform, that's what I should do to protect women. Because Lynn, people have come to me. Juicy, my PA, sent me a text. I was out of the country. I just came, Juicy. She sends me, she's like, Rose, this is urgent. A video of a client of mine, amepigwa, Lynn. Amepigwa na the ex. Amemkuta kwa biashara yake. I don't even know what she wanted me to do. So I called her and I'm like, have you gone to the cops? So what I did is I gave her my lawyer, I gave her some course. Amepigwa, Lynn, and alikuwa karibu kustabiwa. So it's like, you know, I repeat, not all men are bad. We have some very good brothers out there. Some men who take care of their business. Some men, I know men who take care of their families. I see it, I'm like, wow.
It's beautiful.
Me sijawahi jua kupewa. Me, right now is when I have a man in my life for the first time who even gifted me this. And I'm like, wow, that's how it feels. You know? For me, material things don't mean a thing. Because nimezoea kujipea. Lynn, I was in a relationship for 14 years. Sijawahi nunuliwa hata suruali ya ndani. I was the one doing the buying. I'm sorry, I'm very explicit sometimes when I talk, but I don't like filtering. Sijawahi pelekwa dinner. I was the one doing the buying. 14 good years. Lynn. Unaambiwa Makeup by Rose iko na pesa. Nibaie hii, nataka simu hii. Nimeona hii simu nataka, I go swipe my card. So for me, when a man comes into my life, and anunulia gifts, like sends me a gift like expensive perfumes. For me, it's not about the money that he spent. It's about the, what is, because I'm not used to it. At first, I was really offended. I'm like, why do you think I can't afford this? As in, I took it because I'm not used to it. And he got really offended. I'm like, why are you buying me expensive stuff? Like, what did you see in me? He's like, no, because you deserve it. I wasn't used to it. When a man comes, my boyfriend comes and gives me an iPhone. He's like, I want you to separate your business line from your personal line. I was like, I went back and thought, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not used to this. I'm used to the giving. Let me tell you something. I'm not for the women dating men just for money. I've never done that. I've never experienced that. What I'm saying is, I really admire men who take care of their business. A man who comes and does shopping in the house, I have never experienced that. I have never experienced a man paying school fees for my kids. Mimi, I see some women, I'm like, you're so lucky. You know? A guy is like, what do you need in the house? Like watoto wamelipiwa school fees. Me, I'm here, I'm like, everything is rose, rose, rose. I applaud men that take care of business. I'm not talking about giving a woman money just for her to go. No, I'm talking about taking care of your house. And for me, this is what I believe in. If you're married to a man, kama una kazi, tafuta kazi, help the brother. You see, there's nothing at men are the sole providers. No. Kwani ni machine? No. You get a job as a woman. Changia. You know? And again, for you as a woman, sitting in the house, just being given, takes something away from you. Takes a little bit of power from you. Hakuna kitu tamu Lynn kama kutafuta 50 bob yako.
Unaleta
Hiyo 50 bob
skuma
jikoni tamu. Hey. It is awesome, let me tell you. As a woman getting tafuta, you don't have to match him ama what he's making. Take the effort as a woman. Plus it gives you, it's like you're valued, you know? Usikae hapa unangoja kupewa. So for me, I applaud brothers taking care of their business. And there are good men out there.
Doing
but
it
then,
right.
Lynn, kuna vinyangarika hapo nje. People don't understand what women go through. There are men beating their women daily. Unapigwa mpaka unakohoa pesa. Especially for the women making money. Lynn. It's only that, you know, people are so scared of speaking about some stuff on social media. Me, I talk, but I don't mention names. Let me tell you, Lynn, women need to be protected. Because why? We are the providers. Not only for our family, for our kids, we provide for even, like for me, I take care of my family back home in Meru. I have brothers who are older than me. I take care of them and their families. That's what we do. We nurture, we protect.
We take care of
we
each
take care
other.
of, and this is why, when I see a woman being attacked on social media, please, Mimi, I'm not for that. I don't know what a woman has gone through. Kuna wanawake wanapigwa daily, and she shows up with makeup on. Huwezi jua, she's hiding a black eye. Kuna mwenye amerepiwa the whole night with a so-called husband. Me, I will protect women. I will talk about things that empower women. I will never stop. Men will keep attacking me. Trust me, inaingia kwa hii masikio, inatoka kwa hii masikio. That's what I'm all about, Lynn. My business, me as Rose Ntongondu, it's about empowering women. Yes.
I love that. Let me ask you a question. Many people ask, especially when a woman comes out and says, I was going through this and this and this. There's always that question of, why did you stay?
So, why did you stay? You stay because of your children, Lynn. Let me tell you. I won't say I'm speaking about myself.
Yes.
But when a man comes to you, anakushikia kisu, anakwambia you try to leave me, huyu mtoto mwenye unapenda, I'll slit his throat. You have one child. You get another child, a second child. Anakwambia hawa ndio ndanyonga. Try to leave me and I'll kill you. So first, before the kids, he says, this man, a random man says, mimi ukiniacha, ndakuua na nijiue. So Lynn, you take that to heart. I'm scared. It gets to a point mali unalala kwa bed, uneka kisu. Uneka weapon. Uneka weapon hapo in case he comes at night. I need to fight back. Unalala na kisu for years chini ya pillow. Mchana unaitoa. You get the kids, anakwambia hawa ndio nanyonga. Najua this is your life. Ndaua hawa watoto ubaki peke yako. Jaribu kuniacha uone. This is why women stay. This is why women stay. I get that question a lot. Like, why would you stay in a... Like, why? You love the person. You are in love and stuff like that. My friend, ndio watoto wangu wauliwe. Nitoke kwa nini? You stay and you're like, okay, let's have separate lives in the house, but my kids are safe. You know? Again, birth certificate imeandikwa jina nani?
Baba yao.
Ya baba yao. So it's very easy for the person to go and get the kids and do whatever. So you live in fear. Like for years you live in fear. You're always calling the school to figure out, are the kids okay? Yeah, the kids okay? Are the kids okay? You feel alone. At first you feel alone. Like no one cares about you. It's very hard to vocalize what you're going through because na nikiambia huyu mtu ikwe ananichekelea. You know. So like the one thing that I've realized really helps is therapy. Get a therapist. Therapist doesn't mean you're crazy. I have a very good therapist. It's been a while since I went because my mental state is now vizuri. But Lynn, I really want to shield. Look at the news every day. Aliuliwa was killed by the lover. killed the woman, killed the kids, and then killed himself. This is why women stay, Lynn, because they're so scared of that. Don't blame the women. If a woman comes to me and says, Rose, I've been this for 20 years, being raped every day, being beaten, naekewa kisu, napigwa watoto wangu wakiona si kutoka, I will never ask her because I understand. I understand. So women stay to protect, not themselves, but their
kids. Their kids. When do you know it's time to come out?
When do you know it's time to come out?
When do you, and how do you,
You run.
dig the strength to
You run. You run, Lynn. You run and leave everything. You run. Speaking for myself, I ran barefoot. My children were barefoot. We ran to our neighbors. Then you call the cops. You call a friend. I had a very close friend of mine. Moved, went to a service apartment, left everything. Left my phones, left my MacBook in there. Thank God for me, this person was a drunkard. So drunk, passed out. The watchman calls me, he's like, amelewa na pass out. So went, took a few belongings and then ran because I needed my phone for M-Pesa, my laptop and stuff like that. So that's how I ran.
And then the next day you have to put up a strong face.
Yes. And then now, what comes next is now the come back to me. Come back to me. I promise I will never touch you again. Come back to me. So he sees this woman is not coming back. So it goes to, I'm going to destroy you. You're on social media, pseudo accounts, using my kids' faces. My wife is a prostitute. My wife is a prostitute. Going to the, sometimes my videos get like millions of views. The person would go to the video that had the most views, would respond to my clients. My wife is a prostitute. My wife. So trolling me on social media. Go get a restraining order. OB. Anatafutwa apatikani, anahepa, anaenda ushago. Again, the insults. Matusi. Using phone numbers. So you block the person comes using different numbers. Lynn, it takes a toll on you. So I'm there, my PA is over there trying to look for, has he commented? Has he insulted anywhere? So delete, send it to the cops and stuff like that. It takes a toll on you. At the same time, I need to put a strong face for my children. At work, I need to act like the boss. I am fine. Nothing is happening. People did not know what I was going through, Lynn. So for me, when a client, someone random comes to me and says, Rose, I'm going through this, Lynn, nampatia lawyer wangu, nampatia makarao, I make sure they are sorted. That's my job right now. And I will not shut up.
Yes.
I will not
Please
shut up.
Don't.
Because Lynn, mali nimetoka, mi nakuambia nimetoka mali. I remember like living in Kahawa. Unaimagine una pesa, mamangu amenitumia wimbi, wimbi ya uji, na kunywa uji for 7 days. Mpaka unatapika maji. You have no food. I'm looking at myself, I have 10 bob left. What do? I cannot sell myself. I remember what my mother said. There are days that I used to think about it, like my friends would be like, kwani ni sabuni itaisha? Find a rich man. Rose, you're beautiful. Find a rich man. I would think about it, I'm like, hell no, that's not me. I would go back to prayers. I'm very big in prayers. I would fast. I'm fasting and I'm hungry. I would fast and tell God, dear Lord, give me an opportunity. I promise you, I will run with it. Lynn, the opportunity I got, sure, I've never looked back. I have never looked back. And for me, people ask me, why do you work so hard? Lynn, there is no way in hell narudi kulala njaa na kulala chini kwa floor. I can never be me.
Nah, me too.
Hey, kurudi kulala chini kwa floor?
No, can never.
Eti kushinda niko na njaa, tumbo inaguruma? Never. I work my behind off. Coming up with marketing strategies. I have built MakeUp by Rose from nothing. MakeUp by Rose was me as a person before. So it's become something bigger. I produce my own products, which is a joy for me. It bears my daughter's name, Rubiella. Yes. I produce skincare products. I have a line of 21 products. My makeup products I manufacture in Canada. Let me tell you, ukinunua product facial, nini yangu, foundation yangu, huwezi tumia brand ingine.
Ukali?
Man, I love what I do. And I love that my business is not only, people say beauty is vague. Makeup is vague. Makeup is very powerful. A woman comes to me, anakaa hivi. Unampaka makeup vizuri. You can see she changes the smile in the mirror. I look hot. When a woman thinks she looks beautiful, she can conquer the world.
She can do anything.
Tell a woman you look beautiful. That changes her whole day. So for me, that's what my whole business is built around. Yes.
I love that. Tell her she's beautiful, she can do.
That's it.
Yes.
Lynn, nikikwambia asubuhi Lynn unakaa mrembo, trust me.
Hata hii
The
show
words will ring in your head the whole day. Hata kama nimekudanganya.
But I'm feeling
Hata kama
it.
nimekudanganya, you feel it.
Beautiful.
And let me tell you something. Because women nurture, women take care of business, women need to be protected, Lynn. I want to come up with something. I want to come up with a foundation. The boy child I love, I have brothers, you know.
And you have a son.
I have a son. Of course, I want my boy to be empowered. But also, I want my son to know, if you get married, if you're dating a woman, treat her like a princess. And I'm not talking about money. You know, when you say treat a woman like a queen, people think, oh, give her money. No. Treat her like a queen. That's what I want my son to grow up knowing. And I want every woman who comes through MakeUp by Rose, through me, to live feeling better. Live feeling like my situation will change. I am better than this. I will not keep crying every day. Lynn, that is what I am turning MakeUp by Rose into.
I love that.
Yes.
That's powerful. Do it. I'll be the first advocate there.
I'm excited.
I'll come
I'm
back
excited.
there.
You need to come on board and be a partner.
Yes,
I'll tell you about
I'll
it.
come there and
Yes.
even give some pro bono
Oh,
services.
sir.
Like,
Oh,
honestly,
that is amazing.
That's beautiful, you know. But in an era where so many people who are successful business-wise, people who have great brands behind them, would never honestly speak the way you speak. What keeps you real? What makes you say, yes, I know MakeUp by Rose is me, but hey, there is also this side of me that I'm not ashamed of.
I am not ashamed of where I've come from. You know, like I remember, there's a mentor of mine who told me, Rose, say you've been posting about the popcorn, about this. Sasa, please stop and start posting about your successes. For me, I come from Meru. My mom was not educated. My mom alikuwa amesoma mpaka grade 2. Lakini let me tell you that woman. I have never, and I'm not saying this because she was my mother, come across a woman as smart as that. Huyo mwanamke alikuwa anafanya kazi Lynn. I love my father. Both my parents are dead.
Oh, sorry.
My mother passed in 2014. My dad passed in 2020. I loved my father. But he never gave my mother the support that he should have. And I think this is why, for me, coming from the relationship that I'm coming from, this is why I stuck at it. Because I was like, my mother didn't leave. My dad never beat my mother. But he never supported her. My mother took care of us. My mother raised us. I come from a family of 7. A woman with no education. Mama alikuwa anafanya kazi. Like I remember when I knew I loved beauty from grade 2. So the one thing that I told my mother when I was around 18-ish, 17, I told my mother, I know you don't have money, but I'm just asking you, every Saturday, ninunulie Saturday Nation because of the beauty page. And every Sunday. So for years, every Saturday and Sunday, my mother bought it for me. And this time I'm in Meru. I don't even know how I'm going to get to Nairobi. My mother has no money to like rent a place for me, you know. So I would open the Saturday Nation and just the rush, the goosebumps they gave me. There's one lady called Dr. Irene Njoroge. I don't know if you know her. Dr. Irene Njoroge is still a skincare guru. I would read her articles on Sunday. And then on Saturday, there was that picture of the model. Every Saturday, there's the
Cover page.
The cover. I told my mom, I promise you, I am going to be on the cover. And then I also promised her, I am going to start writing this column. She's like, how? I'm like, I promise you. So every Saturday, I would read and send Dr. Irene an email. I'm very young at that time. And then in 2000, I came to Nairobi. I was pretty young, very young. So I actually even used to lie that I'm older. So now, all I wanted was a job. So I looked for Dr. Irene Njoroge. I'm like, I love you, everything. I follow you, I read. She was a big deal. You can imagine someone writing an article in the Sunday Nation. I used to read, I read, and then I used to research about skincare and beauty. I'm like, I am going to be like that woman, mom. My mom is like, Rose, enda somea stories za salon. Namwambia, no, I want skincare and makeup. I didn't even know what I was saying. So I met Dr. Irene Njoroge. She's like, Rose, you can start as a model. I was small. So she's like, but first you can start as my assistant. So I would give her tea and stuff like that. What I wanted was to watch her. This woman was beautiful, still is. And I would tell her, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I want to be like you when I'm older. Let me tell you, Lynn, I worked my behind off. I ended up on the cover and then took over the Saturday Nation. I took over. It was a dream, like seeing my work and my phone number in there. My mom used to buy like 100 copies.
My God.
Essentially, she'd be like, this is my daughter. This is my daughter. And I told her, Mom, I will never let you down. And I promised I will never sell myself. And I told her, just be at peace. So my mom gave me a little money. I rented a bed, not a bed sitter, a single room. I struggled, I won't lie to you. I struggled even writing those articles because I remember before Nation agreed for me to do it, they chased me away for a year. They're like, we don't know you. And then that time it was a really big thing if you worked on a celebrity. I had not worked on a celebrity, Lynn. You know, I'm a makeup artist, please let me do this. They're like, portfolio, me, Lynn, siju portfolio. So I'm like, I go back and Google, portfolio. You know, what is a portfolio? How do I make a portfolio? Lynn, I worked my behind off. In Nairobi, hawking my services. Nakumbuka, there's a time nilikuwa Kimathi Street napatiana business cards. I didn't know they were supposed to be stamped. Aki nimeshikwa na kanjo hapa. Nimeshikwa nimeinuliwa hivi, nikaekwa kwa gari ya kanjo. Sasa hizo niko na sotano, na ni sotano ya kuomba. Aki ambegi, aki sikujua, madam unajua hii kitu inafaa kustampiwa na kanjo. Nawambia aki sikujua, simunifunze basi. And I took my 500 bob, I had to walk home. I was living in Umoja. Hey, but I learned. You know, I've learned from these 6. Let me tell you, Lynn. Like that time when they were saying, oh, Rose, you've never done makeup on a celebrity. Now, I found a way of working with Susie Beauty. When I met Susie, I was like, Mom, I have made it. You know? I told Mom, this woman is like it in the beauty industry. I was so, and when I started at Susie Beauty, I started as a sales girl. She liked me from the word go. My salary was 20,000. That was a lot of money. Yes. Like 20,000 a month?
Yes.
So Susie is like, Rose, your job is to push the sales. She put me at Junction. It was called Mimosa, Apple Good Life. So nilikuwa nasimama hapo daily. Sina hata fare nimeomba. Nasimama hapo. Let me tell you, I worked so hard for 3 months. Susie was making around 300,000 shillings at that time in a month. When Susie hired me, in 3 months, she started making 700K. One day, Susie just shows up. She's like, Rose, can I see you? Can we go for lunch? I was like, oh my God, I'm losing my job. Oh my God, I have prayed for this job. The way I love my job. So she takes me to Art Cafe, Apple Junction. Sasa mimi, nawaona sikuwa nishaingia place kama Art Cafe. Ndakula aje.
Utalipa aje.
Sijai kula na fork. So she's like, Rose, order something. So I love burger and chips. I'm like, oh my God, sasa hapa ndajichomea. Sijui kutumia, am I supposed to use a fork? So I'm like, Susie, I hope you don't mind if I use my hands. She's like, no, it's okay. So at this time, I'm scared. I'm losing my job. She's like, Rose, you have done me so proud. You have done me so proud. And I feel bad that I gave you such a job. So I'm promoting. She pulls out some papers. Lynn, nimeenda kutoka sales girl, nikaekwa retail manager. Hi! My salary doubles. My salary doubles. This small girl, my salary has doubled. Sina watoto, Lynn. Na shake. Namuliza, Susie, thank you so much for this opportunity. So I'm like, what do you want me to do? Teach me. What do you want me to do? She's like, no, Rose, you're in charge of this. We had 2 retails. Tulikuwa Mimosa, Junction, and Westgate. So I was in charge of those 2. I got there. I came up with ideas. One thing I believe in, if you're even employed, come up with the ideas and give your employer. Usilalia maskio, as in, you help build the company. Me, I went and told Susie, can we talk? I told her, Susie, this is the thing. We only have 2 branches. Let me help you get into 10 branches. I got Suzy Beauty in 12 branches. In Nairobi, Mombasa, and Malindi. I was in charge of 12 branches. Suzy comes up to me. So I was coming up with ideas. So Suzy became like a friend. She would come pull me out, twende lunch. And nipeleka Chinese place. Siku anishai kula Chinese. Nilikuwa naogopa kukula nini? Dogi. Tunaenda hapo. She actually introduced me to celebrities and stuff like that. Suzy, the way she was open, she's like, Rose, every idea, give me. Suzy I went from being a sales girl to running the entire company by myself. I went from sales girl to retail manager to general manager. Suzy Beauty, taking care of everything. Suzy's like, Rose, me, I'm home today, I'm not coming. This week, I'm not coming. I'm like, Suzy, I got you. I never stole a dime. I love that woman. Because Suzy Beauty opened up the world for me. Till today, she's my friend. Like, even when I'm stuck with my products, I tell her, Sue, lunch, I need your help. Like, how did you do this? Yeah. Let me tell you, I went from being asked, do you know any celebrities, to doing politicians. Nilifanya wedding ya Fidel Odinga. Nimefanya Judy Kibaki, her 50th birthday. I have done every celebrity who is worth anything. Until ikafika mahali nikaachana na celebrities. My portfolio went from this. Lini kutolea portfolio yangu, it will take you 6 months to go through it. And the reason I say that is to show people you can come from nothing to something. Lynn, I have come from nothing. I have come from like where I am right now. I can walk into any showroom and choose any car I want. From kutembea, nilikuwa natembea from Umoja to town. Hustling. Sijui hata kama ndapata anything. Kushinda naenda posta. Posta nimeketi kwa Yellow Pages. Beauty salons. Naandika namba. Naenda nawambia, hi, I'm a makeup artist. This is my card. And my cards look like crap. This is my card. Whenever you have a client, please, you can take 20%. That's how I made a name for myself. Hiyo time hakukuwa na social media. They look at you. Hey, wewe msichana mdogo. I'm like, just give me a chance. I can prove myself. So for me, for the things that I've gone through, I make sure my students, whenever hakuna student wangu akikuja atoke kwangu alafu aende akue nothing, hiyo ni yeye. I'm always there to guide you. Students call me, Rose, I have an interview at Mark. Come to me. I even do their makeup. I coach them. This is what they're going to ask you. This is confidence. Head up. This is what they're going to ask. This is what you say. Salary, start with this. Let them lead. I teach you. Na hakuna mtu ashai kuja through me mwenye anaenda interview mwenye hajaipata job. I get companies from everywhere. I've had clients, some of my students go outside the country. And Lynn, I train students from everywhere. I've trained from Romania, from Congo, from Sierra Leone, everywhere. And the reason they come is because we are more than beauty. We empower women. And for me, as Rose, no one will ever shut me up. Utaenda unitroll, ukinitroll mimi sikujui. You're just a keyboard warrior to me. I am going to protect women and employers from the things that I've gone through. What I've gone through, Lynn, I would not wish it on my worst enemy. I would not.
At all.
At all. Because some people will die. Most people will take their life. Either atajinyonga ache watoto, ama atakuwa. Ama kichwa iruke. This is why we have so many mental issues out there. Women going through stress. Coming out of depression. I've come out of depression. It's not an easy thing. Your therapist is good to talk to someone who's neutral. You know? Your therapist atakusaidia kufikiria like where you are.
Yes.
Lakini you coming out of your situation ni wewe. No one else. No one else.
That's on you. That's your burden. You gotta take it up. But walk me through. You've set up this whole mega business. What are these loopholes that allowed people to take advantage of you so that any employer that is watching might take note? Where did you go wrong?
I had some major loopholes, Lynn. Number one, the biggest one was trust. Trusting people too much. Saying, huyu ni mtu wangu, I've had her for 6 years. No. Do not trust. Let everyone around you be a red flag. Kila mtu. Like even with the new ones that I have. Kama wawili already nishaona red flags, I'm already going to let one go. Who had a high position. Because nishaona what I saw before, there's no way in hell I'll let myself get to that. The trust part. And then number 2, check your systems. Please, like for me, what I've done with like my POS system, some of the functions, I'm the only one who can do. I don't give you the authority. When staff are able to like deduct and add products, my friend, kitakuramba. Be very careful, especially in a reception. This is where all the rot starts, at the reception. And then watch whoever is in charge of the rest. Because the one who's in charge of the rest can easily influence all of them, because number 1, they're scared. The boss will trust her more than us. So reception, the head. Na ukipata, to all the bosses out there, ukipata makosa, please, story ya kuact kama Yesu, wewe si Yesu, huruma ni estate. Immediately, fire! Immediately. Na ukipata mtu amekuibia, usimtoe hapo eti dismissed. Kuja na makarao. Wacha atolewe hapo na cuffs. Because trust me, Lynn, some of these employers have set up their businesses na loans. You can imagine, unalipa loan. Me, I don't run my business with loans, thank God. Because hapo kingeniramba. You know, for me, my business, I started with nothing. So for employers out there, story ya kushinda unasema, story ya hiring someone, starting to train them. No, hire fire. Ukiendanga, and check, hata kama it's the most trusted person, ukipata, trust me, you will rise again. You will rise again. And then, Lynn, the God of restoration, yes. My friend, yes. He's real. God is real. Hey, Lynn, sahi ningekuwa Mathare. Sahi ungekuwa nifanyia interview nikikuwa Mathare. Shetani ashindo, you know. But for all the bosses out there, there's a lot of fear, especially when it comes to social media. Women are afraid. Like the reason I put up those faces on social media and kept talking about my story every day, because number 1, these people thought I was not going to do that. Let people know, this person did this. Ndio Lynn, ukikuja uchukue mtu mwenye nimenini, I have a celebrity friend of mine who hired one of my ex-employees from a couple of years. Amenipigia simu ananiambia, Aki Rose, si nimeibiwa. By the same, nikamwambia, why didn't you tell me? You could have called me and asked me, Rose, how was this person? So even the people that work for you, please do a background check. Let them chora a map of where they live, Lynn. Go the extra mile. That's what I'm doing with my employees. Nichore map unaishi wapi. Nataka namba ya landlord. Nona, give me 2 referees. And I call them when you're there. Do you know this person? How are you related to them? In case ukihepa, I will find a way to
get you.
Yes. I was very lenient when it comes to disciplining my staff. I was too nice. I used to come, Lynn, nakuja tu randomly. On a Saturday, wanaambia, Aki Rose, umekawia kutubaia nyama choma. Na waitishia nyama choma na champagne. On a Saturday, wana enjoy. They are my people. They are working for me. They are taking care of my baby, which is MakeUp by Rose. That's the kind of employer I am. Big mistake. I'll still be nice, but sahi makucha zangu zimetoka. Tusizoeane. We draw a line. Na nikikupata na makosa hakuna eti then. Unaenda. Hakuna story ya. Now this thing of employing relatives, people need to stop. I'm sorry, you should need to give your brothers and sisters a chance, but let me tell you, your relatives will mess you up. Let your business be your own. Find a way of helping your brother and your sister asikuja kwa biashara yako. I'm sorry, I know people are different, but trust me, history ya kuemploy relatives in your business, no, Lynn, no.
Let it go.
Let it go.
How much were you losing in a month?
I was losing between 2 million and 2.5 a month. That's in 2023 alone. Atujongea story ya 2022 na 21. The least amount of money I lost was in October, 1.2 million. Tax free. Tax free. And people ask me, how did you make your rent and salaries and all this? Lynn, I work like 10 men. Me, I'm like 10 men combined. Lynn, ukinipatia kazi, trust me, you'll sleep and relax. I will take care of business. I'm very good at getting business and getting my work done. This is how I've been able to come up with a skincare of 21 products, which move like gold. Yes. This is how I've been able to manufacture products in Canada. And trust me, my makeup products beat most of the international brands. I swear to you. I don't play when it comes to my work. I've done my research. I've been in the industry for 16 years. 16 good years. Period. Now, people say, oh, Rose, me, I say I've paid my dues. There's some things I'll not do anymore. I train people to do. Me, let me oversee my business. Because I've paid my dues. Sasa inafaa kukua Lynn natoka hapa, nenda Dubai for 3 days. Nimelala tu. Watching my business. I've worked hard for it. People are telling me, oh, Rose, ulibiwa because you're not at work every day. You cannot be a slave to your business. Hii ndio sababu watu wanakufa na wako na pesa. You know, put proper systems in place. Make sure your people are well trained. Have eyes on your business. Even you cannot, as a mother, as a person, imagine working for 7 days in a week, non-stop. This is me being a slave. I've built my company in a place where my business is now working for me, not the other way around. So for me right now, I can wake up tomorrow and be like, kesho naenda Zimbabwe, just to do my research. And, you know, no one can tell me, oh, Rosa, uko job, why? I work. This is the reason I've been working so hard for 16 years, to have this kind of freedom. You understand?
Yeah.
So for employers, work and get to a place where your business works for you, not the other way around. Na ukue na macho. CCTV, people say, huwezi shinda kwa CCTV Lynn hivi. Hiyo utachizi. There's a way you can rewind the CCTV and look every day. Check. Kama unaona someone picking something. Employees can be devils. Employees can be devils. Yeah. It's not always the client's fault.
It's not always the client's fault.
Yeah, there's a post I put up last night and I said, I was telling employers like, most employees coming to you, 50% or more, this is how they think. Some of them have seen how successful you are. They have seen what you do. So for them, they want to come in and come out as fast as they can with your money. They want to learn your lifestyle. Lynn analalanga wapi? Analalia bedi na kaje? Anakulanga kwa restaurant gani? These girls were going to restaurants Kilimani Runda. Hapo ndio walikuwa nakula champagne. So kuna pesa. Can you imagine someone pocketing 200 G's in a day? Yenye hujafanyia kazi na bado uko na mshahara. When I think about it, it's like I was working for them. I was actually working for them.
True.
Someone pocketing 2.5 million in a month. I have family that needs me. I have children. And the reason I work so hard, because I do not want my children to ever taste what I went through.
Poverty.
No, poverty. Poverty. I'm allergic to poverty.
Yeah.
I am allergic. No, siwezi kunywa uji ya wimbi tena for 7 days straight, Lynn.
Haiwezi.
Nataka niende nikitaka kukula whatever I want to eat.
Guacamole.
na swipe because it's my sweat. You cannot fault me for wanting the good things.
Yes.
I am not a materialistic person, Lynn, but I still love good things. You know, I love, like for me, what I normally do, like every 2 weeks, I haven't done it in a while, I run away from my kids. Because sometimes you come home, you're tired, your kids still want your attention. So I run away from them. I'll take an Airbnb for like 2 days by myself, not with my PA. Mimi ni kulala, nikiamka nakula. Nalala naamka nakula. Just to detox. I make sure they have food in the house. My PA takes care of the rest. I have my CCTV. I have my system in my laptop. I'm taking care of things. It's good for a woman to sometimes get away. Get away from everything. You're not being a bad mother. Before I used to think I'm a bad mother. Take time for yourself. Enda Villarosa Kempinski for 3 days. Uongei na mtu, uko peke yako, and do not work on your phone. We lala mpaka saa 6 asubuhi.
Enda swimming.
Itisha breakfast, ikuje ndani, enda swimming, enda kwa sauna, get a massage and rewind. Siku kwa najipenda, Lynn. Sasa nataka kujipenda.
Vibaya sana.
Utanichukia.
Inaonekana.
Yeah.
But makeup has money, because I'm thinking for someone to be able to pocket that much.
Beauty.
Not makeup. Beauty has money.
Beauty, Lynn, is a multi-billion-dollar.
Are you not scared the more
industry.
people you train,
Lynn, I've trained for 13 years. I've been in the business. I have, like people, like the first time I started training, people were like, Rose, you're training your competition. No,
you are giving away the secrets.
There's only one Rose. You know, you can steal the recipe, but it will never taste the same. I have a Royco in me that you cannot have. Kila mtu akona kipawa yake. Lynn, we can be 10 beauticians over here, but you will never beat me. I have done my research. I have my experience. So when I train people, and Lynn, this is the thing.
Yes.
How many women do we have in Kenya alone?
So many.
There's 55 million Kenyans, right?
Yes.
We say there are more women than men. So let's assume 35 million of those
Are women.
So Lynn, mimi nitaweza kufanyia watu 35 million.
No.
Na wengine bado wanamaliza high school, wengine wanamaliza college. So there's the pie is enough for everyone. Only a small piece has been taken. There's enough for everyone. Yeah. I could have been out of business for the past 16 years. And I am better. I make more money than I used to make.
Now.
And I train more people in a day alone. So hakuna competition. Yeah.
You're not gatekeeping.
I know.
Do other key people get mad at you for
training? Yes. Kwanza when I started, nilipigwa na as in other makeup artists. Oh, Rose, you're bringing too many people in the industry. Umefanya industry, may lose value. Can you really do makeup on all these people? We have girls being born every day. Tuko na wenye wanamaliza high school, wenye wanamaliza college. They are just starting. Asiwezi maliza. Lynn, how many women do you know?
So many.
Mimi siwajui, sijawahi wafanyia makeup. So kila mtu, everyone, even the people around you are potential clients. I can't do on everyone. God has given me my own. So ukishamaliza kuna sahani yako, you will have your own. Yeah. So anyone wanting to train in makeup ama beauty should not be scared. The industry is not, atujafika hata kidini kadogo hivyo. The pie is like this. Only a small piece has been taken.
And there's money in beauty.
Yeah. There's a lot of money in beauty. If you know how to go about it, you will be pocketing millions in a month, in a day, hundreds of thousands. Yeah, you just have to know how to go about it.
Yes.
Na usikue mlafi. And then, this is the other mistake that upcoming beauticians make. Hii story ya kurukaruka. Stick to one thing, learn it, and then move to the other one. Like for me, I started with makeup alone. And, mind you, I did skincare first. So I started with makeup alone and then kept adding facial, hydrofacial, microneedling, powder brows. You have to learn and move. So when you learn this, unaiacha ikiran. You go to this, you learn facial, train people in facial, iacha ikiran. You go to powder brows. By the time you know it, you're running an empire that's moving without you there. So just focus, na usiangalie nyuma, and just work on yourself. Research, and you will do very well.
Good.
Yes.
When it comes to relationships or having a partner, what are some of the things you wish you knew? What are some of the things you would tell a woman out there?
Lynn, I made a huge mistake. I blundered, and I knew I had blundered immediately I did it. Now, the reason I got into the relationship, because I was so focused at a young age, kutafuta pesa, and I remember the one thing that messed up my life, I even told my mom before she died, you messed up my life. I had my mom and my auntie talking, saying, huyu, tunaonanga sistake na boyfriends, mbona hatumuoni na mwanaume? So they kept saying it and being very spiteful. And I remember my auntie asking, ama wewe ni wale wenye wanapendanga wanawake? That one destroyed me. I actually remember breaking down by myself. And then I made a mistake the same week. The first person who hit on me, nikaingiana. About months later, tuko kwa AG, even without my mom knowing. Lynn, immediately, niliekwa hiyo pete hivi. Na pete ni mimi nilikuwa nimenunua. Pete ni mimi nimenunua. Oh my God. And then I did not know. I did not know what I had really done. And then I remember asking God, what the hell did I just do? Because immediately the person changed. Sasa nimekuweka pingu. Because the person saw how hard I worked. Sikukuwa na pesa, eti per se. But Lynn, the red flags,
They were there.
They were there. They were there. And then if you see someone becomes extremely verbally abusive and emotionally, someone always trying to tear you down. So by the time utoke, uko mbali na yeye, unajiona kama takataka. Like, so like the person had access to my Facebook. So DMs, wanaume wanashinda hapo. Oh, you look so, I put up a post, you look so good today. Ndio unalala nao. Unajionanga ukikuwa msupu sana. So it starts like that. It starts with the emotional abuse and emotional manipulation.
They lower your esteem.
Exactly. So if you get someone, hizo red flags, si lazima uanze kupigwa. Kupigwa comes later. Na kupigwa starts with this, goes to a slap, and then a punch. Shanza kupigwa kama mwanaume, my friend, run. Na usingoje ifike kwa mangumi. For the women, look at the person. How do they talk to you? Like around other people. How do they relate with you? Anakutreat aje mbele ya watu. Me, I used to be treated like mbele ya watu. Even mbele ya familia yake. You know? It would break my heart and I'm like, I'm pregnant. You know, I'm heavily pregnant. God, what do I do? And then I would go to church, talk to my bishop. My bishop will be like, Rose, stick to your marriage. Actually, my church messed me up. I blame my bishop. Bishop, whatever you are. I told him. I almost got killed because of him, because of his advice. Telling me to stick. I'm going crying to my bishop, badala ya kunisaidia kutoka, and he was a lawyer. My bishop, my ex-bishop is a lawyer. I need help. Help me get out of this. No, Rose, the church does not allow divorce. Sijui nini, so I stayed. Lynn, it went downhill from there. Ukishaanza kupointiwa hata hivi, my friend, get out. Next ni kisu. Next ni kisu. Na utadungwa visu wachao watoto. Just don't be afraid. This is one thing that women are so afraid of, divorce. I was afraid of divorce. I'm divorced, Lynn. Just got out of it. You know? People are scared. Oh, what will my church say? What will your family? Are they living your life? Ukidungwa visu wachao watoto. Will your family help? Get out. Wachana na bishop. Wachana na pastor. They will never help you. And this is the thing. Women get into this wanakimbia kwa kanisa. Let me talk to my pastor. Pastor is like, let me pray for you guys. Wapi? Wapi? Utapigwa. Utapigwa uone. And then when the beating comes, that's just a way of, you know, breaking you down. Ukiniacha ndakuua. I will kill you. I will let the world know you broke your family. Women run. Run. Usiogope na usiogope social media. Sijui nani atanieka. Nianike niuze sabuni. The more you anika me, the more products I sell. Ni trend kwa tuko. Na kwa ni trend. Niuze sabuni watoto wangu waende shule. Me, I don't care. I won't even read what you've posted. Wewe ni trendishe. Nimejaribu kutrendisha. Mimi ukinitrendisha, sales zinaingia, my friend. Sales zinaingia. Mimi nauza pesa ni ya kwangu unaniongelea. And then the more you talk about me, the more people know about me. Beautiful. The more people want to know about my business. So, Lynn, for women, fear, they need to get fear out of their system. Now, social media is crippling women. Watu kushinda wanatakiwa, because you know people are using social media to break women down. Ukipostiwa, my friend, use it. Unauzanga nini sasa anza kuposti zile manguo.
Sijui nianze sasa kuweka picha nikiwa vacation.
This is why you see, let me tell you, this is why you see women are going to the extent of posting nudes.
Yes.
You are trend. Going about it the wrong way. Me, ukijaribu kuniambia, oh, she's divorced, she left her husband, sijui what, you don't know what I've been through, my friend. I went through hell. And yes, I am happily divorced. I am happily divorced with a man who loves me right now, treats me like a queen.
Knows your value. Knows what you want.
A man who will protect me with everything. I have never known that.
That someone will protect you.
Like that. When this person found out what I went through, they flew in. Like, what can I do? Do I go special ops on some...
Do I go Jack Bauer on this?
You need that kind of a man around you. And it's just the most amazing thing when you know someone will protect. Me, I'm used to protecting myself. So me, when a man comes in and gets really angry because of what I'm going through and really tries, man, it gives you some kind of power, Lynn. And me, I say all women are beautiful. If women knew the power they have and they hold, hakuna mtu anaweza mwa. Me, Lynn, try nining me on social media. My friend, Aish. Hata I won't even give you the light of day. Nitauza sabuni. Na ndachukua post, ni repost, niuze, ni post. So, women hold a power that I want all of them to know, Lynn. Wanawake si wajinga. Na hata the women that are selling themselves. Lynn, me, I said, I will never, ever judge. Nataka kusikia story huo mama. Kwa nini alianza kujiuza? That woman must have gone through. Yes, I accept. Kuna wale just to lose women. You know? But women, Lynn, the things that they go through. Mwanamke akikaa chini, Lynn akupatie story yake. Women have a power. That's the one thing that I want women to understand. They need to use it.
Use it.
Yes.
I love that. When you look at yourself, before that, you've said something important about families asking, huyu boyfriend, huyu ataolewa lini. You know the number of people whose life is messed up right now because the society could not be patient.
My life was messed because my family kept saying, I remember one thing my mom used to say, like I would pass. Anasema ile ya kunichocha. I knew a girl who was very beautiful, but she died old without having children. I would just click and know, Mom is, yani, why would you talk about? I was like, okay, you want me to get a man? Sawa. The first man who hissed at me, nikaingiana. Biggest mistake of my life. It messed me up. And I'll say one thing to women, and I'll say it without filters. To all the ladies out there, the ones wanting to get married, for the men, please forgive me. Never ever have children with an idiot. Never carry the seed of an idiot. I repeat, women, don't ever get married to an idiot. It is going to make your life difficult. Me, I'm sorry, I have no filters. There are so many idiots out there. Women, history ya kutaka kuolewa na kutaka kuzaa, I would rather ukae bila mtoto. Wait, God's timing is always the best. Me, I made a mistake. Do not make the same mistake. Never ever marry an idiot. Never ever have children with an idiot, because they're going to use those children later in life to punish you and to do things to you. It's hard, Lynn. It's hard. And I know women going through it. I know women who have run to the States with their children because of the toxic person they were living with. Women, don't make that mistake. To the brothers, I am sorry. Period.
Yes. What do you tell yourself now when you look at yourself? What do you say to yourself? Rose,
oh my God.
What do you say?
Me, Lynn, I am so happy with where I am as a person. Kwanza hii wiki nataka kuingia Toyota Kenya nichukue kagari kafiti. I want to upgrade this week.
Ningekutuma maridadi lakini acha nisiharibie.
Let me tell you, nilikuwa nataka Range Rover lakini niko na hiyo mafuta na kila kitu, watoto wangu bado wako shule. But this week, I want to get a really nice car. I'm upgrading. For me, with no apologies.
No fear.
Yes, no fear. I've worked for it. Women, give yourselves a pat on the back. Usingoje mtu akwambie you've done all you've done. No. Do things for yourself. I said I'm not into material things, but I would like to carry my children in a nice car. So this week I'm upgrading to a very nice car. For me and my children. Nikiingia hivi nikigurumisha nasikia yeah? I know what I've done at MakeUp by Rose is worth it, my effort. Look at where you've come from. And I always say, si lazima ukue hapa juu. Any step is growth. Any step is progress. Kama umetoka kutoka kwa single room ukienda kwa bed sitter, that's progress. Usingoje kukuwa na 10 million shillings in your account ndio uone nika progress. No. Kidogo kidogo, Lynn. Unapanda. Success is like a ladder. Unapanda step by step. Usijaribu kuruka one step utavunjika mguu. It's a process. You will get there.
Good.
You will get there. Just believe in yourself.
You will get there. I love that. Look at you. You're still standing.
Aye.
That's what's important.
I thank God. I thank God. It's all God.
What would you tell people about therapy?
Therapy, it's very important. Before, like when my friend approached me and he was like, you need to go through therapy. I was like, do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm insane? I'm not talking about, there's the other one. Ni psychologist. Psychiatrist. A therapist is not a psychiatrist. A therapist will listen to you. Listen, when you're going through stuff, you don't want to talk to someone who already knows you. Because watakuwa na sides. I'm a Rose, oh, you did this and that. A therapist is neutral. They are trained in this. Like I remember the first time I went to my therapist, alikuwa ameweka tissues kwa meza hivi. I had never met her, this big mama. I was really scared because I was like, what is she going to ask me? She only asked me one question. I was going through hell. That time I had started going through the divorce. It was taking a toll on me. People don't understand what divorce does. But with women, it's like inakuwa amplified. It's not the way people say. You can get through divorce. So the first thing my therapist, aliniuliza, tell me about your childhood. Lynn, that one question, nililia for like 25 minutes. I cried. She came, sat next to me, gave me a hug. We hugged for like 5 minutes. Just that one question takes you back. So therapy helps you to offload. It helps you to offload. It helps you to have someone to talk to. Tell them how you feel and the things. They help you figure out like how to get through whatever you're going through. So therapy for me has really helped me. I actually want to go back just for the sake of it, because of what I've just gone through and the continuous, it's a healing process. So for me, I've gone like for the past 3 years, divorce, the theft, being abused, like verbally, on social media, on text, people taking you back and stuff like that. You can imagine, let me tell you one thing. And I said, I don't want to talk about my personal life, son. Oh, no, naongea in codes. You can imagine, and this is something that has really shocked me. So, the father of my kids, so we divorced. So now, for me, we were together for 14 years. For 14 years, mimi ndio nilikuwa sponsor. Providing, giving him everything. Nampatia ATM card yangu, anaenda anaswipe 100k ananirudishia. Naambiwa Rose, uko na pesa, nipatie hii nijengee bradhangu nyumba. Nikatoa pesa, bradhake akajengewa nyumba. Now, alikuwa ameanza kunisumbua tena. So I sued for child support. You can imagine someone who's never bought even a pencil for their child. Hajawahi jua watoto wake wanakula aje. So when I sued for child support, do you know what the idiot did? Went and saw an affidavit with the lawyer. Akasema yeye mtoto tulizaa na yeye alikufa at 4 months. Lynn birth certificate. He is the father of both my kids. For him to run away from responsibility, he's actually sworn an affidavit. Mtoto mwenye tulizaa kijana alikufa at 4 months, sijui ni mgani. Actually killed his own children in an affidavit. Now tell me, when people come and blame women when they do some things, ukiona mwanamke anasema, this idiot will never have access to my children. Please, before you start beating up that woman, find out what she's exactly going through. Now, Lynn, in that situation, what would you do? Swearing an affidavit imestampiwa na lawyer, niko na hata hapa kwa simu.
To
avoid responsibility. The only child we were blessed with died at 4 months. You've actually killed your own children. What kind of an idiot is this? It makes me question the people that have been around me all these years. Like, what was the motive of this person sticking with you all this time? Because I remember sometimes nilikuwa naambia, uniache ndio mwanaume mwingine akule pesa yako. Tutakufa pamoja. So for me, when you see me talking about stuff on social media, my friend, it's just a pinch. I have come from, it's like I fell in a pit of whatever and came out. Coming out was not easy.
And you were not.
And I was being beaten from every side, being punched from every side. But me, nilisema, the power God has given me, trust me, mimi huwezi nisumbua. Mimi ndalea watoto wangu. I'll live to an old age, see my children give birth and get married, for me to be able to guide them. Mimi hakuna mtu ataniua na stress. Me these days, I don't allow stress around me. That's the other thing killing women. Having stress, nika cancer. For me, what I was in was like a cancer. Ama kidonda, yenye iponi, inaendelea tu ikioza. And this is what women are going through, Lynn. We need to find a way to protect women, especially women in relationships. Lynn, I know a woman, a client, friend of mine, mwenye anapigwa almost every day and she's pregnant. And the guy comes in with a woman wanalala naye kwa bedroom ya anatupwa nje alale kwa room ya watoi. If you were to give this woman advice, what would you tell her?
When your kids watch this later on in life, what would you want them to know about their mother?
I want them to know, like, everything that happened is not their fault. Like, my son keeps asking, Mommy, did we do something wrong? I'm like, no. So now tell me, what am I going to tell my children about this affidavit? As a mother, I'm conflicted. I keep telling them, your father loves you and all this. Now the father has already denounced them. Now, Lynn, what do I tell my children? I haven't even told them anything. My kids are my son is turning 11, my daughter is 8. What do I tell my children? If I, as a mother, because of this, went and told them, you have no father, it's just me, would I be wrong? Kuna affidavit hapa imesainiwa. Hata watu wakitaka nitoe kwa social media ndatoa. Imesainiwa na stamped signature. Underlined, my child, the only child we had. The person running away, and there are men like that. They will do anything to run away from responsibility. But people always blame the woman. Me, come for me. Tutapatana. Come for me. I'm ready. And I even keep saying, like he kept threatening, even called my staff. Niko na restraining order kama 3. Renewed it in 2024. You can imagine someone calling my staff anawaambia, nyi wote mtoke hapo ama nakuja kuwaua pamoja na yeye. My staff wanafanya kazi in panic mode. Calling her, my PA, to threaten her. Even now, 3 years later, as a woman, if I take any action, will you blame me? Because everything I do is to protect myself and my children. And Lynn, I will do everything to protect my children and to protect their sanity. So like right now, the most conflicting thing nashinda nikijiuliza, hii affidavit, ndaambia watoto wangu nini? Because I don't want my kids to keep thinking they have a father. Ndaambia watoto wangu nini?
More grace though on that.
Yeah.
I believe God will guide you. Always stick with the truth. It might not favor you, it might not favor the kids, but it's the truth. I think at the end of the day, even when kids look back, they'll know mom told us the truth. Maybe the age right now is they are a bit younger to understand, but when they come to age, when they get to understand, tell them the truth.
Yeah, I think I will, and I'm trying to find the right, because this is one thing. When you go through divorce, and there are people who've gone through divorce, and their partners still were supportive. I admire people like that. I admire people who co-parent. Oh, the father is still paying school fees and stuff like that. Lynn, I have never known that. Ever since my kids, I have been the provider. Even before my kids were born, I have paid school fees, paid rent, provided for my children, made sure they had the best life by myself. Lynn, mimi sijawahi kuwa eti napewa na mtu. Hata when I was in that relationship, sijawahi jua kubaiwa kitu kama hii. Sijawahi jua, Lynn. So for me as a mother, I know how to provide. So this is why you see I keep saying, even for women, do not let I'm not praying other women will go through what I'm going through, but sometimes ish happens.
Yes.
Make sure as a woman, you have a way to provide for yourself. Kuna wanawake uachwa and the man was a provider, unabaki kwa mataa. Utaanzia wapi? Utalipa rent aje? So as a woman, I want to empower women to be able to make their own money. Just not to foresee something bad happening, God forbid, shetani ashindwe like you keep saying. I pray everyone in a relationship, it prospers. Now the love prospers and all that. But on the other side, there are women going through hell. Mwenye mpaka amekatazwa kufanya kazi. And they can. But what happens when this relationship goes out? What will happen to you and your children? Utabaki hapo na watoto uanze kurudisha go kwa mama yako. Women just need to be empowered in every way. And to know they hold the power. They can actually achieve. Lynn, anything you want is just here.
Right here.
Right here. You can get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can. May God restore you,
Yeah.
Rose.
Amen.
May He restore your heart. May He restore your home. May He restore your sanity.
Amen.
He's doing it right now. So may He continue doing exactly
Thank
that.
you, Lynn. Thank you.
For someone who has played such a huge role in our society, we didn't honestly deserve this part of you. We didn't deserve the vulnerability. We didn't deserve you telling us this part of you. But we appreciate and we acknowledge that even you just sharing it is going to heal. I cannot imagine the number of people in the comment section who will be like, oh my God, I'm going exactly through this. But seeing you coming out of it, that's where the power is.
And that's the most amazing
That's
part.
where the power is. Using your voice to help other people come out of this mud. That's where the power is. And it won't go to waste.
I pray it doesn't. This is why I'm speaking about it. I pray it doesn't.
It won't go to waste. That which, because man, how can people speak about business more without saying your name? How can people speak about business women who have done it in this country without saying your name? But then to see you are going through all that, well, all we could say was you are. Sometimes we don't have to be this strong. Sometimes it's okay for people to know. We don't have to be this strong, you know. See you getting trolled, and I'm like, do people have an idea? What's with our country right now in trolling people left, right, and center? What's with the weakness? Because for me, you say one thing about me and you don't know the truth, you are weak. You are weak. True. And I'll always say the way they say, come say that which you can't, come say it on my face. We've become a culture where we think cyberbullying people is okay, where we think we know the truth about people. It shouldn't be like that.
No.
Imagine now you have, you know, there's a whole difference. At least uko na tupesa twa kuingia Toyota Kenya. Unaweza endelea kupeleka watoto shule. You can continue dressing nice. You can continue catching flights. Now imagine a woman who has nothing. Imagine them now starting to even think of opening their mouth. How they will be dragged from
here. They'll be dragged and they have nothing to
fight back.
And
they have nothing to fight back. You don't even have the money. The little you have is your sanity. And then you go out there. There are hundreds of people who think they know you better than you know. Man, we gotta do better. We have to do better.
Especially for women, we do.
We gotta do better. Even as a society, we have to let people own their stories the best way they know how. You know, otherwise there's a reason why people won't even come. There's a reason people will stay in those marriages for so long. Yet they are going through the worst. There's a reason people won't fire. Those
there's
employees.
A woman who think nitoke hapa and he provides. What am I going to do with my children? So you just take it.
Yes, and then there's a reason people won't even fire those employees because they are scared of what will the society say if they find out I fired this person and this person. They'll think I'm the toxic boss. But look where we are right now as a nation. You know, so I appreciate you for coming. I can only pray that God restores you.
Amen.
But that which you've done good to people will never go to waste.
Amen.
You remember? You remember the story of Job?
Yes.
Sengine vitu kurudia double na shanga. Profits come double. Your brand is out there. It's now everywhere. Your children become successful. You become successful, even mentally and emotionally. And by the end of the day, God will return exactly what the law
said. You will 1,000-fold, not even 10-fold.
No, 1,000-fold. Sindio? I want to wind up.
Yes,
but I can't. Tumalize. Tumalize. But I know a lot of people know where to find you. But for those who don't, where can they find you and your products as well? Na pia ulete zingine kwa show. Because
tutaleta, oh gosh. Tutaleta, I promise.
Yes,
I promise.
Tafadhali.
So, we are located at the Old Mutual Building on Kimathi Street, 4th floor, MakeUp by Rose. You cannot miss it. So we provide both makeup and skincare services, training. I run the first makeup school in Kenya. So I'm really proud of that. We train you on how to use your skincare. We have very many skincare treatments that we give, top-notch skincare treatments. For us, we are beauty with a difference. So we want all our clients to come out looking and feeling better than when they came.
Anything that you think we should have touched on that we haven't, touched on, and also your makeup by Rose.
Yes.
Sometimes someone starts a legacy, and then when something, eventually all of us will go to be with the Lord. How your kids are still young, so are you incorporating them in the business?
Yes.
Or who takes up after?
So now, my kids are young, like I said. But this is one thing that I've done. The reason I started Rubiela Beauty, Rubiela is
your
my
daughter's
name. So I wanted to separate it. Ndio wasipigane later, even when I'm out there. So my son owns Makeup by Rose. Ruby owns Rubiela. Though,
your son owns Makeup by Rose? Yeah,
my son owns Makeup by Rose. My daughter owns Rubiela. So I did that. Ndio later, unajua hata wakishaoa mabibi wakiingililia kunaweza kuwa na fights.
Yes.
So the reason I did that, I want my daughter to learn what I know in terms of the treatments and stuff. She can hire people later and stuff like that. My son, I want him to know the admin, the business part, so they can help each other. So they can actually run Makeup by Rose and Rubiela together. So they're actually starting classes.
No way.
Yes, at Makeup by Rose. The business, I'll teach them myself. And then I want Ruby to start. She's turning 8. I want her, and she's a Valentine baby. I want her to learn. Like right now, she's like, Mommy, I pencil, Mommy, I shadow, and stuff like that. So I actually want her to learn. By the time my daughter gets to 15, nataka akue a full-blown makeup artist. and also be able to do the treatments. By the time she's around 2021, I want her to take over the business.
Yes.
I want my kids to take over. So when my daughter is on top of like the products, the production and stuff like that, the skincare treatments, my son is on top of the admin part, the business running, the money coming in, the merchandise coming in and stuff like that.
Now our kids, go on.
And I just want them to be able to work together. So one thing I want is for my kids to become friends. Because unajua later when they are married, wanaanza kupigana because of that. So I'll do it in a way yenye wasipigana. So I want my kids to take over my business.
Yeah. Yes. Na akiamua mom tutaki makeup, mimi nataka kuwa
my
dancer.
My daughter loves beauty and my son loves business.
Period.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
So he can still run Makeup by Rose and still do other things.
Yes.
My son is very tech savvy. Anapendanga vitu za tech na science. He loves sciences. My son knows every flag of every country. Unamwonyesha tu anakuambia Japan, China, like that. He loves to watch Google, na ukimpata ana Google parts of the brain, parts of the heart. So I'm like, my son is confusing me. Does he want to be a doctor? Does he want to be a scientist? He's very tech savvy. So I want to use that part of him to be able to run the business. So he can be able to do other things and still run the business.
Yes.
So I just want to empower them. They can do their own thing, but I want to show them they can actually do this.
Good.
Yes.
I love that. You start training them at a young age.
At a young age, yes.
Yeah. Wasipotee.
Na wasiende huko nje kulala njaa after I'm done.
Ukweli.
Yeah.
No, I love that. That's beautiful. But anything else you want to add also as we conclude?
So for me, the parting shot is to all women going through stuff. My sister, you can get through this. I know some of you are going through a lot of abuse, a lot of trauma. Like I've gone through PTSD. And coming out of it, trust me, people say it takes a village, but it takes you and your mind. And be very prayerful. And do not be afraid of anyone or anything. The one thing that cripples women is fear. Naogopa ataenda asema hivi kwa social media. Naogopa ataniattack nikisema hivi. If I'm too vulnerable, people will think I'm weak. No, take the fear out of you and just do your business. Try as much as you can. Whatever it is that you like to do, do it with no apologies. But remember, you hold the power within you. You hold the power within you. Just think about it and come out of whatever it is that you're going through. Trust me, if I did it, you can too.
How do you deal with trolls and cyberbullies?
Cyberbullies, ni just, mimi sikujui.
Kwisha.
Wewe uko mahali na bundles, wewe nunua bundles, alafu, this is the thing, unani troll. Let me tell you, someone said, there's a time I was trolled 7 years ago. It took a toll on me. That was the first time. I was trolled in this beauty page. And then a friend of mine who's a politician calls me and ananiambia, Rose, ni nini hata unajibu? Utajuaje wewe ni mzito? Utajuaje wewe ni mzito if people don't come for you? So when people come for you means you're doing something. You are doing something. So mimi ukianza kunitroll, there's something you've seen in me. Wewe endelea boss.
Kaende.
Kaende. Na mimi sirudingi nyuma.
Endelea na bundles.
Endelea wewe nunua. You imagine someone buying bundles to come and troll me. Meaning there's something anaona in me ananiuma. Kwa hivyo boss, wewe keep bringing the clients to me.
The sales keep coming
the
in.
Sales keep...
guys, also, when you see the trolls out there, make sure you subscribe. Like,
please subscribe to my YouTube.
Please subscribe. Like, just
that's when I run and shoot a video at TikTok. The soap, this is how you use it. Ndio before trolls waishe.
I lost an opportunity.
Please.
When
someone trolls you, use that opportunity. And for all the trolls, wa Makeup by Rose and Rose Ntongondu, Aki, I would not be here without you. Thank you. Thank you. They actually, the haters and the trolls, they make you.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Mama, for having me.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate. I've always wanted to meet you.
Me too.
You're even more beautiful in person.
Wanifanyije
muga. Hata wasi
muga kutoka kule kuku ananishutingi sijui lipstick ni ya black. You know, like, I know he's the one, like, kutoka ni mwaibisha amekula kuku yetu.
He's not
anifanyie justice.
People should see you like this. You're very beautiful. And one thing that I'll say, Lynn, I love what you're doing. You have no idea. Like, people keep even tagging you to my stuff.
Yes.
Lynn Ngugi. I even have your number. They don't even know I have your number. I contacted you a while back. You can't even remember, about one of my staff members who was going through stuff. But
no,
Lynn,
I remember.
We see what you do, and you make it easy for us. People might troll you as Lynn for what you do. Mama, the more they troll you, do it. You've given women a platform. You've given women a platform. And for me talking about this, for the other women that have come, you have no idea the many souls you've saved. You have no idea, Lynn. You know, unashoot tu hapa wewe ujui, unaona tu nimeshoota show. Sisi mali tunakuwatch. Mama, it gives us power.
Aww.
It gives us power. I've watched almost every episode.
Thank you.
We love you. Ukiachilia Lynn tutakosana.
Nimeambiwa
Just
hivyo.
keep up. Keep up. Because what you're doing, you are saving lives. Aujui. You are saving women. And I love that you've made this all about women empowerment. So even for having me, I'm so humbled.
Yes.
I'm so humbled for you having me here because you're a big deal.
Oh, me now?
You're a big deal.
Rose said what?
As in, ilikuwa kwa Lynn Ngugi, as in, hey, the amount of noise we are about to make on social media. Mudomo tunaenda kupiga social media stories. Timeline. I'm grateful and I'm humbled.
I appreciate
Thank
you.
you for having me.
I appreciate you. Again, when time is right,
Yes.
he makes things beautiful.
Kabisa.
I should have done this.
Kabisa.
I keep saying this was an interview I was meant to do 4 years ago, but
Yes.
look at God. It's
is-
happening now.
It happens at the right time.
At the right time,
Yes.
for a reason.
Yes.
Me, I wish you grace like no other.
Thank you, Mama.
And don't worry
I
about
appreciate it.
I'm not about to stop doing what I do.
Awesome.
People can go
We'll
and
keep
eat
watching.
stones. I will still not.
Let them, wacha
Yes.
wakikutroll Lynn unapata, sasa tufike 1 million.
Subscribe.
Naomba wakutroll ndio tufike.
My heart is so small.
Yeah, I know.
Really, me kwanza I want to go on my personal, but then I have a personal I want to go and document my first time being trolled. The way you said 7 years ago, you feel the need to answer to everyone, to read every
And
comment.
let me tell you, can I give you a tip about trolling?
Yes.
Usiwahi wajibu, inaumaga. Mtu akikutrola na kutusi alafu anakutaga hapo, malaya, sijui nini. Just watch it. Do not, the worst thing you can do ni kujibu. Mwache hapo, inamuumanga hajani notice.
Nisiweke love emoji.
Trolls want to be noticed. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
once you know that, Lynn, I'm telling you, we will have your back.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I appreciate you. Again,
Thank
more
you.
me, I don't give these people, and they don't know what it feels to be here. They are just so scared. A girl from nowhere, no riches, no
things.
wealth, no nothing, came from nothing to this, and that's something they'll have to live with. Me, osishi dangu. Me, my work is to wake
That's
up
their
and
problem.
do. It's their problem. I don't say this with
Kabisa.
the ego. I say this by the ways.
No, Mama, you've earned it. Kwa nini una nini ati historia ego?
I will not shrink.
Period. Unaambia nani sorry?
I will not shrink. They can. That's an apology that will never
Yes.
come. An apology on why I am here, where I am right now.
Who knows your struggles?
They don't. They don't even have an idea. But we keep moving,
Yes.
and we keep impacting. I'm also reminded when the devil sees people becoming aware,
Yes.
when the devil sees people using their voice, how can they be happy with that? They wouldn't.
You can't.
Their battle. Kwanza, there is like a song we discovered. Usinenee mtu aliye na neema. What is that song? Usiguse mtu aliye na neema. That song is beautiful. I'll send it to
Abu,
you.
please send it to
Your
me.
song iko sawa. But Rose, I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mama.
Go out and conquer. I
Yes.
love what you've done. You have taken people from shows I've hosted,
Yes.
and you've given them a second chance in life. Whether they took that opportunity or decided to betray you along the way, that's on them. That's not on you. What you've done is you've impacted so many people, and maybe you're still standing here because of the prayers of the women
Yes.
that you
It's the
cried
prayers,
with.
actually.
It's the prayers of the people that you came through for them during their lowest, that they sit and secretly say a prayer for you. And that's why sometimes you don't know where the energy comes from, the strength comes from, but it's there. Sometimes I feel it. I feel it when someone goes and says something stupid, and then there's this energy and strength that comes, and I know somewhere someone is praying for Lynn Ngugi, and it's working. You are here because of the prayers a lot of women are saying for you. So keep going.
Do you believe in manifesting?
A lot.
Manifest
a
every
lot.
day. It
A
helps.
lot.
And then make sure your energy is up here, so that when someone with low energy comes, utajua your vibe.
That's the struggle. Now that's the like making sure I don't just give every Tom, Dick and Harry attention. That's my struggle.
Yeah.
But as you say, there's always a first time for everything.
Yeah, of
You
course.
get trolled is an
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
Now you learn to use it for your own
exactly.
benefits. Ndio, salimia watoto.
Thank you, sweetie, ndawasalimia.
Keep smiling. Sawa.
Me, this one will never fade.
And thank you for, I know you've loved me from a distance.
Yes.
I felt it. I have known it in me. So that's not not even negotiable. I wish you well, you know.
Thank you, my dear.
Yes, ambia watu wangu bye.
Asante. Thank you, guys. I'm so grateful for being here. I wish you well, and I'm so grateful, so humble.
Yes.
And I can't wait for people to watch this episode. And I hope whoever watches this is edified, strengthened, and empowered.
Good.
That's a hope.
That's it.
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
I appreciate you guys for coming through for this episode. What a show. What a conversation. I don't know why you guys, like, I don't know why it's easier for us to have these conversations on the show, but I always say that's what the show was supposed to be about. Grace, purpose. We are just living our purpose. I don't care what vibration it's giving you. Our to a low vibration. Endanga mkiendanga, you know. But for people who know why this show is here, I hope her story really inspires you. I hope if you are watching this, na ulikuwa na kanguvu tu kadogo kaku make the right choice, make it. Don't worry, you'll sleep hungry a couple of days. You might sleep out a couple of days, but peace of mind is important. Own your story. Don't let anyone write your story for you but yourself. Some people are so good at writing your story. They know everything about Rose apart from Rose herself. People know you. Yani watu hata wamesema ulienda shule zenye haukuenda. Don't give them that satisfaction of writing your story. Come out and write your story unapologetically. I applaud her. I know it has taken her a lot of strength to do this, but honestly, I know she is where she is right now because of the prayers you keep praying. Continue praying for her. Continue praying for her sanity. Continue praying for her home. No weapon formed against her shall prosper. Keep saying those prayers for her. We need them right now more than ever. Whatever losses she's got, yani may we pray for her business, guys. May I believe in prayers. And I keep saying, I will acknowledge my God here. I will not be about the show and not acknowledge my God. I believe in God. I believe in what he can do. And I believe in his blessings. So pray for her business. Yani, whatever it is she says, unajua sengine venye waliimba kale kawimbo, Mungu wangu niweke miaka mingi ndio nikiprosper, my enemies wanakuwa na the first, wanaiona 3D. You know, whatever it is that the locust ate from this woman, may it be renewed. May her strength, may your strength, that's my prayer for you. May your strength, Rose, be renewed. You are unbreakable. And the movement you've started and the things you want to do for women, the protection you are talking about, do it.
I will.
100 years to come, people will look back and say, she did this. And because of her, we are standing and we are standing strong. Let's stop normalizing things that are not working because of what the society is going to say. Now, leave me your take home on the comment section. I read those comments. The love emojis, they come from me. The comments, the replies, they also come from me. I read those comments. And I love where we are going as a channel, as a tribe. Let's continue thriving. Let's continue going, you know. And also to say thank you to our sponsors at TapTap. You guys have been incredible. 6 months together. I hope we get to work again someday. Thank you for supporting our platform. It's been a beautiful campaign. So my people, pull up, you know, for you to support the platform, I ask for 2 things. Subscribe. It's free, 0 cost. Please make sure you subscribe. Number 2, support the partners that we bring on the platform. It helps us go a long way. Who knows? Maybe Rose Products will also make an appearance on our show.
Awesome.
I
want that.
I know, you know. Continue supporting our partner. If you are watching this from diaspora, send your money using TapTap. It will go a long way. At least inaonyesha Lynn nafanya kazi, you know. And then you use my promo code. Ambia nani akikutumia do atume sahi na TapTap, like whoever is out there. Akipula up sasa kwa Miss Mans. Atume pesa na hiyo TapTap. Please, atume na TapTap. We love these things. We love being given these things, you know. So tell them also to use TapTap and you get 10% cash back if you use my promo Lynn. I'm out. Thank you to the amazing team. Muga, umesikia kitu umeambiwa? Muga, Scholar, and of course the entire management, the people you don't get to see in front of the screen, Joshua and the team, Akina Sam, we appreciate you. The entire management at LNN, thank you so much. So I'm gonna see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. I appreciate you. Take good care of your health. Take good care of your mind. Remember, it starts from here. And don't let anyone tell you that you are not. You are who you are. You are who God created you to be. All right? Tuonane kesho. Bye.